Good evening, everyone. We're here and we're ready. Today was a good day. It was a good day. Some stuff was kind of wonky, but it was a good day. Listen, I got my new ring light and it's more than what I expected. Wow. And it came sooner than they said it would come. And I could also use it as a spotlight if I need to, has different colors. But I'm gonna still get one of those sunset lights because this one does what it wants to do when it want to do it. And I need it to work when I need it to work. Okay, not on this terms, on my terms, because we got some content creating to make, to create, and we have to continue rolling out these lives. So I just see everything just coming together for us. As it's coming together for me, it's coming together for you. Because as I am able to get the things that I need, I can continue building a beautiful platform for us to learn and grow and share. And a place you can be proud to say, look, go check out a new woman 08. She's got a cool background and I love her content and it's just authentic. I hope that's what you're saying. So we're here tonight and I got my beanie on, y'all. Got my little beanie on. It's getting chilly. Fall is here. The leaves are starting to turn colors. And so we're going to go with the flow of that energy. We're getting rid of the old and getting ready for the new. So the possibilities are endless. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. Y'all, my ring light is so sturdy and nice. I'm excited. I'm so excited. But I want to thank everybody that has been seeking me out for services. We had myself and one of the admins of the group, not admin, she's a reader. One of our first readers for the group, Andrea Shad, me and her did an Akashic Records reading with a client that I first did the reading for because we're a team. Okay, we work as a team. So I did the reading for the client, and then we needed more to come in and reveal more because it's sometimes it's just a healing process and you're going to need other people to come in to do what they do because everybody has their specialty and we got a lot done and the client was very, very happy about the results. That's what it's all about, getting what you need. And people could say a lot of things, okay, about whatever when it comes to me, but y'all can just really bet your bottom dollar that when it comes to the things that I'm involved in, it's all about helping people and helping them to be healed. Okay. And whatever way spirit gives me, whatever techniques, whatever methods, I'm going to use them because they work. This is not to, hurt anyone. This is to help you and to help make you whole and also help you stand on your own 2 feet and walk in your power. So we've been getting some great topics. Y'all, how about tonight? We're going to learn about reading shells. Who would have thought? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and chime us in. We're going to do our mantra and we're going to go right into it. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, let's get it. And maybe like on a Friday or Saturday, I'll pick a day where we can actually do um, a meditation. Everybody's enjoying that meditation that I do in the beginning. But we're going to make a special meditation at least once a week for us when I get on live. How about that? I think y'all enjoyed that. Okay. All right, let's chime in. Today has been a great day. Even if your day has been challenging, just think about, the lesson, the life lesson that you got out of it. And you're still here. You're still here. You're still kicking. And we're going to enjoy this time together. Okay, let's begin. The world favors me and responds to the frequency of my name when it is spoken. Magically, I receive in return divine love, wisdom, abundance, and ancestral power. The energy of money surrounds me daily. That is why everything I call in from the spirit realm shows up expeditiously. Ashe. Okay. Okay, tonight we're going to be talking about reading shells. Yes, you guessed it right. Beach shells. Okay. Conchomancy, which is pronounced just like that, Conchomancy, is a form of divination that uses seashells. The ocean is of great fascination to many due to its beauty and mystery. While it can be calm and healing, it can also become chaotic, dark, and immensely powerful. In Greek mythology, it was the home of many fantastical creatures, and it was ruled over by Poseidon, the god of the sea. There has been, there have been many stories of helpful and manipulative sea nymphs, and most of us are aware of the captivating beauty and seductive powers of the mermaid in fantasy fiction. In case you didn't know, Maya is my deity. That is the one that she just popped out at me. I was in a spiritual shop and I was led to this peacock feather, and I just kept circling around. It kept drawing me in, drawing me in. And the owner of the shop, which is a very, very amazing witch, she is a woman of color. When I got to the counter, she broke it down to me and told me all about her. And I had been, looking at the orishas, but I really didn't understand it. But when Yemaya made it known that she was my deity, I feel like I'm one of her children. Things really changed for me. I'm getting emotional. It's a lot of energy in this. Um, Went down to the water, did a river ritual, and it seems like from that day, my life has not been the same. And I'm so grateful. So if you don't know who your deity is, um, if you're to work with a certain spirit or a certain ancestor, please ask spirit to lead you and guide you so that your power can be effective. So if something can be unlocked. She unlocked something in me. And what I do with this feather, usually if I'm going to do, it's a lot of energy on this. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. What I do with this feather is, if there's like a nasty energy, or if I'm about to do some serious heavy spell work, I just do the feather like that. Sometimes I go, around the house, and I go around the aura of my children and my workstation. And a lot of times I do this over the candle work, the spell work, and I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. I have a client right now who desired to be pregnant. It was my first fertility spell, and I actually did it at the water when I did my river ritual, and the card actually came out. You could see that card on my cover photo on Facebook on my fan page, and it was a woman with child. And I did her spell work while I was at the river, and she is, I think, about 3 or 4 months now. Amazing. Okay, absolutely amazing. Okay, I just want to share that with y'all. Okay, so and most of us are aware of the captivating beauty and seductive powers of the mermaid in fantasy fiction. For the diviner, the beach is a treasure trove of tools. There is often a rich tapestry of pebbles, each with their own shapes, markings, and character. And among them can be found shells of different varieties and sizes, like diamonds in the rough. A seashell is the protective outer layer created by some animals that live in the sea. It is the exoskeleton of an invertebrate, and if you find it on the beach, it has likely died and been consumed by another animal. This outer shell was once its protection and security, in short, its home. One of the bonuses of working with our natural environment, the earth, ocean, and sky, is that it comes with its own energy, and we can interpret it in ways that feel right to each of us. Nature's creations are not human made. Often, the oracle tools that we find in our gardens, on our walks, on or by beach combing have already been immersed in life itself, whether they be sea covered shells or the feathers of a bird. We accept these gifts from Mother Nature and can easily include them into our magical practice if we so wish. Seashells are used for divination all around the world, though using cowrie shells for reading is possibly the best known. This practice comes from West Africa and is used within the Santeria, Umbanda, and Candomblé religions. Many practitioners will use this style of shell and its unique markings and shape to make predictions about the future or help provide guidance in the present. I just may do a teaching on that. That is one of the readings that caught my attention. I actually have some here. I got mine off of Etsy. There's several here, and what you do, this is what mine look like. You have a cloth, okay? You have a cloth, and make sure that everything is blessed and everything, and you just cast the cowrie shells, and depending on how they land, you can do a reading for someone. It is not the easiest thing, but I think with me being so open with learning different ways of divination, I think I'll be able to perfect it after a while. So I keep mine right here with my crystals, some of my crystals, so that they can stay charged and ready to go when I'm ready to use them. Oh, I'm dropping everything. But it's on this little plate here. I'm dropping everything. Okay? So even if you're not too sure about something, if spirit tell you to go ahead and invest in it, buy it, please do. Because spirit is going to lead you down that road. Get it, bless it. Don't try to figure it out. It may seem stupid to you. Sometimes I get something like this. And spirit forgives us when we think that way because we don't know. We're still breaking off that certain crazy mindset. So some stuff you're going to be immediately drawn to. Like that's one thing I was immediately drawn to and I felt inadequate. Okay. Some things you're going to feel like it's stupid. Some things you're going to feel inadequate. Some things you feel intimidated. Like I told you about my crystal ball. And so this is so amazing that spirit has given me this kind of mindset. I'm an open person anyway. That, whatever spirit tell me to do to help people, I'm going to do it. Don't limit yourself to one thing. And I'm so proud of myself because now look around at my table. I have candles, I have tarot cards, I have oracle cards, I have seashells, I have mojo jars, I have mojo bags. I mean, I've just grown and evolved. Please, if you're here, give me a thumbs up. Let it match the number of people that's here. I've grown and I've evolved and I'm getting stronger in my craft. And you may feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I can be this awesome magical person. But just as I learned in the beginning of my journey, the more you work it, the better you become. And the better you become, the more powerful you become. It heightens your intuition. It heightens your everything. Everything you touch will turn to gold. And you have to trust that. But you have to work your magic. And don't be bored. Don't be somebody boring. Get into it. Let's get into it. So I'm just so proud I can look around my table and just be like, okay, Spirit, what you want me to do? Spirit may tell me grab a crystal. Spirit may tell me, to grab this card, these deck of cards, or that deck of cards. Spirit may tell me to light a candle. I got incense. Spirit may tell me to light an incense. I got it here. It is the tools. The tools um only see, you got to understand the magic is within you. Okay? You are the magic. Your hands, your eyes, your body, your voice. You are the magic. Please, thumbs up. Let's match how many people are in the room. You are the magic. Let's not forget that. Okay? The tools is only a an outward manifestation of what's going on in the spirit realm. Some people need help seeing what's actually taking place in the spirit realm. And it's undeniably a presence that can be felt. When it comes to magic, when it comes to working your tarot cards, when it comes to calling on your deities and your ancestors, your spirit team, your spirit guide, oh baby, you're gonna feel their presence. That's undeniable. This is why a lot of people that are in different religions, they fear witches. They fear warlocks. They fear psychics because they say it's a presence. It's a demonic presence. It is not demonic, baby. That's just the power of us operating in our rightful place. The only thing is demonic is that which we see within. And so that's why we are feared as witches. That's why we are feared. Most of us know. You ever heard a pastor? You may have been a pastor that preached that. I didn't preach on witches too much. It wasn't my thing. Maybe because here we are. But they will go into a whole thing. I mean, it really gets serious with some ministers and other uh, religious leaders when it comes to witches, because we walk in some power. We walk in some power. It's nothing to be played with. And so now that I know that I'm sitting on this side, it's understandable. They get to talk about hexing and curses and all of that. Oh my God. And which come up, we're going into a whole Tarian service. We're going into a whole fasting service. We're going into a whole, everybody just, don't eat nothing for 7 days. The witches have come to the church and they're after the pastor, they're after the leaders, and they're going to curse the church. Okay. And a lot of things witches got blamed for, but it's really people looking from the outside out, but it's what they need to be looking from the outside in. They create their own hell and they create their own demons. And it's low vibrational spirits. And today I learned that a lot of things that we think are demons are actually spirits that have not passed on to the other side. They're trying to give you a message, yada, 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 yada. Okay? Once you know, you know. But I just wanted to share that. I wanted to really put that out there. Okay? So that's how I came to know um my y'all. We were talking about, the mermaids and, the different things of the sea. That's how I found out who she was in my life, her energy, and that I'm her daughter, one of her daughters. Okay? So I'm going to say this again. We accept these gifts from Mother Nature and can easily include them into our magical practice if we so wish. Seashells are used for divination all around the world, though using cowrie shells for reading is, I already said that. I already said that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going back over that. Okay. Many practitioners will use this style of shell and its unique markings and shape to make predictions about the future or help provide guidance in the present. All right. Maybe somebody need to hear that again. Now, this is how you use the shells. The best way to build a collection of shells is to walk along the beach. Okay, excuse to go to the beach. Okay. And find them for yourself. Though there are other ways of collecting them for your work. Sets can be bought online easily, and there are shops that will sell individual shells. Buying rather than finding can mean a greater variety, and you'll locate some shells that you'd be unlikely to see on your local beach if you live near one. If you choose to find your own, though, allow the ocean to guide your exploration. And don't forget to thank her for the gifts you take home with you. It is important that you feel a connection to the shells that you choose. Let your intuition guide what you see and what you feel. Not every shell needs to be perfect or a myriad of colors. Each will have its own beauty and meaning. Broken shells or fragments of shells have as much value as those that are still whole. Consider the size of what you find and how easy it will be to use an oracle. Those that are too large might not be easy to use as those that can be comfortably held in your hand. So perhaps a piece of a typically large shell is better to use than the whole thing. And again, nobody can tell you how to work your magic. My boyfriend, um, we in and out. It's complicated. But anyway, earlier this summer he went to the beach, and him being, he practicing magic, him being spiritual as well. I asked him to bring me some shells from the beach, and that is when I just came into knowing who Yemaya was. And I said, please bring me some shells from the beach. And so with this saying they don't have to be perfect or whatever, this right here, look at that shell. Amazing. And so what he did, he brought them to me in a bag, and he said, pick out what you want. And and we're so connected. I went to go pick out what I want. He said, that's the one I want. I want that. I want that. I was like, well, you said I could pick out what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, buddy. We're connected. Hey, you said I could pick out what I want. And so this one really intrigued me because it's not perfect, but it speaks volumes to me. But it's beautiful, you know? And then this one, and so they're sitting on my desk, they're giving energy, they're receiving my work table, they're receiving energy, and so on and so forth. I have a tiny one over here. And so with me, giving my gifts and building things for you, Maya, she likes these. She really likes these. Okay? So yeah, be led by spirit. And you know what? I've been to the beach a few times. And I go for the water and stuff, but now I'm in where I am now. It looks like a brain. Oh my God. You see, you read that. Sis, you are so right. Now that is powerful. We're talking about reading shells and you read this. Anything else? Are you getting anything else from it? Any messages? Put it in the chat. I love it. That just blessed me. Thank you for that. That just made me real emotional. Oh my God. Thank you. Cause y'all know I got my mama's green flower, and I got Number of things. Oh, that just made me really emotional. You are so right. If you hear see anything else, please just put that down in the chat. Thank you for that. That just made me want to really consult spirit about that shell. Do I need to have that shell close to me when I'm doing a type of work? See, that just really, really blessed me. Okay. Wow. So we're learning now, because I never did this for myself. Um, when you walk the beach, you know, and you're finding shells, you get the treasures. I would do like a gratitude ritual before I even do it. Do a little extra, and maybe take some offering. And so walk the beach and let spirit lead you and start to get your treasures. And now we know we have to thank the beach for the gifts that she gives to us. Like get you some fruit, some herbs or whatever to throw into the water and thank the beach, thank the ocean for the gifts. Or a piece of cauliflower, which I've heard is brain food. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there, sis. Thank you. That's some good shit right there. Okay, that's a game changer. You just blessed me real good. Wow. See, that's why I love when we come together, because you'll see something you saw that I've had this shell for months, and I just know I admired it, but it never dawned on me like click click click. That's you know what I'm saying. And so that's a shell. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely start bringing forward when I do certain types of readings or spell work. So that's amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Wow. Okay. Now, it is important that you feel a connection to the shells that you choose. Let your intuition guide what you see and what you feel. Not every shell needs to be perfect. Okay, we said that. Ba, 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 ba. Um, okay, I said all that. All right. I'm going back. I'm getting excited. We read all that. Okay, let's move forward. The shapes and styles of shells. There are far too many types of shells to mention in this book, but all can be used for divination if you consider their shape and marking. The following are examples of common shells as well as description of how you might begin to read these shells. Abalone. I have an abalone shell. It's actually in my suitcase here. The abalone shell has an oval shape and its coloring is significant. All of the colors of the sea are found within its silvery inner surface. Though the outside of the shell is dull in comparison, known as the ear of the sea, the abalone is connected to love, peace, compassion, and emotional issues. While it may resemble a shield to some, it is associated with healing for many. If this shell turns up in a reading, then an emotional issue must be significant. But it could also suggest that love and affection are in the air. Make note of which way it falls, since the dull side could suggest a lack of these qualities or a need for peace, resolution, or companionship. Let me get that shell out. And so what I do with that shell, I use it if I'm burning like sage or something. I keep it tucked away because I have my tools in my suitcase that's ready to go. Somebody calls me and say, "Look, I need you to come to my house and give me a reading or whatever." But this shell is absolutely magnificent. Look at that. I love this. That's the outer shell of it. Look at that. And I never really looked at it. Looked at it. I didn't know there's little holes right here. That's amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. That carries a lot of energy. My little silver suitcase, honey, loaded with energy. I am ready. I am ready for whatever. Let's go. Okay. A clam. That's what this is, y'all. I didn't know that. Clam shells are hinged and thus called bivalves. Bivalves. Some have a scallop shape, but there are smooth ones as well as ones that have a wavy edge. If we think about the definition of the word clam and the purpose of the shell, we understand that something is hidden within. We often think of someone who holds something back out of fear, as in clamming up. Wow, for example. They may lack in confidence or feel withdrawn. With this in mind, this shape, if both parts are drawn, could suggest secrets or even the inability to socialize or speak out. When this shell arrives in a reading, you might need to consider what is being held back. This is a game changer. Okay. A conch. The robo's conch has been referred to as a seashell horn or a shell trumpet because when you blow through it, it makes a trumpeting sound. For this reason, it has been used to call attention in important events or celebrations. With this in mind, the shape can be easily associated with communication or announcements of all kinds. Make it in a shell that signifies news or messages of importance in a reading. Y'all, this is tripping me out because I got a tiny one. Look at this. This one is so like it resembles one, but not quite. But maybe it came from a party, but it reminds me of that. Not quite, but it just reminds me of that. And here we are with more clamshells, smaller ones. I love clamshells. So if you have shells in your house somewhere, go look at them. And this is a tiny one. This is all my treasures that he bought back. So now I'm looking at my shells differently. That's why knowledge is power. Okay, great. All right. Okay, a cone. Let me let y'all look at this. I showed y'all these, but just so you can see the picture. Wow, that's beautiful. Kind of looks like a little, like a labradorite. Not sure if that's spelled right. I know what you're saying. That you talking about the abalone, the spiral shell. Okay, that's what it's called, a spiral shell. And you're talking about that thing is beautiful. It is gorgeous. You can get it right off of Amazon, and it comes with a stand. And so what you do, if you have like you put the pretty side up, and if you're burning your sage or whatever, you want to just sit it there and just carry it around, let the smoke fill the room. Um, it's a beautiful shell, very very magical, very powerful. Okay, so a cone-shaped shell has section, and its height is gradual rather than severe, reminiscent of a cone turret on a castle. It could suggest security but also authority. For some practitioners, the shape of this shell symbolizes stability and the home life, whereas others might see it as a crown and link it to power and dominion. Cowrie. The cowrie shell has an egg-like shape. Aside from its distinctive patterning, it can be recognized by the small row of teeth on its belly. The shape is reminiscent of a woman's sexual organ and therefore can be associated with fertility and passion. As a lucky charm, the shell is also connected to wealth and good fortune. Think about how the cowrie feels in your hand. It is smooth on one side, but the teeth beneath are in contrast to its back. What does this tell you? Might it remind you to guard yourself? Also, those protruding teeth protecting something inside that is vulnerable. Keyhole. The keyhole shell is conical in shape but low, usually with an indent at its tip, while the shape of this shell will be of interest to the diviner. It is the hole that is probably most significant. What would a hole symbolize for you? Might you see it as something missing in life, or could it represent a doorway or opportunity or something to be hoped for or feared? This could have an impact on how you feel about moving on to a new phase in life. Scallop. Two, okay, I'm sorry. The scallop is well known for being the shape of a shell that carried Venus to shore in the writing The Birth of Venus by Sandro Botticelli. This in itself could suggest new beginnings and births of all kinds, but the shape of the shell may also bring growth and creativity to the fore. Since FORE, since it unfolds from a point like a fan. It is important to note the lines on the outer side of the shell because they could represent many paths. When upside down, they all lead to one point, potentially meaning focus. When the base is at the bottom, the paths represent scattered energies or a lack of direction. It's just telling you, some ideas on how to read the different shells. Just want to try to get a look at that. Okay. Nautilus. Wow. The nautilus shape contains a large spiral on one side. This shell, like that of a snail, could indicate things taking time, since the spiral appears to go on indefinitely. When alive, the nautilus shell continues to grow and house the animal. Therefore, the meaning for this shell could include expansion. Wow. The more we learn in life, the more we grow and develop. This shell may concern the accumulation of knowledge or our outgrowing of a situation or relationship. Like the nautilus, any mollusk that continues to grow, could represent change in your readings. Spiked. Some shells will be irregular in shape and contain spikes. That's what the little one looks like to me. I was talking about the large one you showed before this one. Yes, you was talking about the abalone shell. It looks like the labradorite crystal. This one. And I never thought about that. That would be good to work with this and that crystal and cards and see what happens. Like a healing. This, yeah. You are so right. Wow. I'm loving this, y'all. Okay. While this would be not dangerous for you to hold, they could symbolize a warning in a reading. A spike shell might suggest caution or someone out to cause trouble or who at best is prickly. If a prominent spike points toward another shell in a casting, it could alert the reader to an area of their life where vigilance is needed. All right. Starfish. The starfish is not strictly a shell, but you may well come across them in all sizes, from the large to the mini. These sea creatures, this sea, bleh, This sea creature is created is related. I'm sorry. Get it right. This sea creature is related to the stars in the sky and is therefore attributed similar correspondences to the star card in tarot, which talks of guidance and hope during difficult times. Generally, this celestial symbol can provide inspiration in a reading. Tower shell. The tower shell is easy to recognize since it is tall and slender with up to 20 windings. Unlike the nautilus, which also has a spiral shape, the emphasis here is on height. The silhouette of the shell could bring masculinity and the male sex organ to mind, which could have particular relevance in reading connected to drive or dominance, though it may also suggest perception. It is when we rise above a situation that we can see it for what it really is. Okay? Reading with shells. Okay, the last two pages and then I'm done. Reading with shells. How a diviner, how diviner use shells is personal to them. Some will cast on a cloth or draw from a bag randomly. When reading for another person, however, there are those who will lay the shells out and ask the questioner to pick those that they are drawn to. Wow. The methods for casting runes can easily apply to shells. That's one thing that I'm going to teach as well. Though it is worth reflecting on which shells land face up or face down. Some readers will ignore inverted objects and other forms of divination. But with shells, there is as much to be gained from the underside of some as there is from the outer surface. What to look for in your shell. Even though the shape and style of the shell are relevant in reading, there are other significant factors to look out for. Okay? How does your shell feel? Is it smooth or does it have a harsh exterior? Sometimes appearance can be deceiving, and if your intuition is drawn to the texture of your shell, it could add an extra layer to your interpretation. Rougher layers could suggest obstacles or challenges, whereas smoother surfaces might bring easier solutions to problems. What pattern is on your shell? Does it have spots or stripes? Is the pattern more intense in one part than another? Think about how this could answer your question. What is the color of your shell? Is it bright or dull? Do you feel uplifted or dispirited when you view it? Is your shell complete or broken? If the shell is broken or chipped, this could have relevance within a reading. If more than one of the same type of shell is cast, but if only one has a chip, it could suggest that something is damaged and irreparable. But this experience is giving the questioner strength and experience. If your shell has spikes, how many are there? Might these correspond to days, months, or years? Does your shell have any growths on it? Some will have tiny barnacles or even pieces of seaweed or discoloration. All of these features are worthy of reading. Determine what an add-on could symbolize with regards to the subject of your reading. Listen to your shell. Hold it up to your ear to see if you can hear anything worth noting. And so that is how you read shells. Okay. When my boyfriend, I'm gonna show y'all something. When my boyfriend bought these to me, you know, he told me, to go first, go by my intuition, like I picked it out. He told me to go in the house. He said, clean them real good, cleanse them real good, and then bless them. Anoint them, smoke cleanse them, and everything. You may want to keep them in the cloth. Make sure you smoke cleanse your cloth, you anoint your cloth, and keep it where you keep all of your other divination tools. And so this could be great. Say you're going to the beach and you're gonna just hang out at the beach. Maybe you're gonna be um the reader on the beach. Maybe you own property on the beach. You could get some shells, and just because you're in a beach setting, that would be absolutely phenomenal to do a reading with. Now, this has also made me expand my mind for my readings with my mermaid tarot. Okay, I can pull some cards and cast some shells and read the shells and then have the cards to confirm what is being said. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I've never looked at it like this. I've never seen anybody teach it like this, and I'm grateful for that. So let's take our tarot reading. Let's take our businesses, our practices to the next level. And again, I'm going to always just challenge y'all not to be boring. And as we read here tonight, the more knowledge you gain, the more you grow, the better you become. You can't be afraid of it. And then on top of that, you have your personality. Add your personality to it. And you may say, well, Tayi, I'm not loud and, bold like you. But honey, you still have your power. You may have a calm, quiet, healing, powerful voice. You may talk like a little baby, but when you talk it, boom, it hits the person right in that with that heart chakra. Use what you got to the fullest extent. No, you're not going to do it like anybody else. Sometimes I wish I was a little more quieter, but I'm not. I get excited, I get a little hype. I'm always, searching for more knowledge. It's just me. It's just me, but it's very distinct when I'm bubbly or when something comes over me and the mood changes and spirit is really dealing with me. Everybody brings something phenomenal. Hear me. Every one of you brings something phenomenal to the table. Not only will we say, like Maya Angelou said, phenomenal woman you are, I want to say phenomenal man you are. Whatever you identify with, you're phenomenal. Bring it all to the table when you are helping people, when you are doing your reading. This is why I'm thinking about 6 months to a year down the line, these videos will be a hot commodity on YouTube. And it will help people to expand and to grow. So now, again, I'm so grateful that I'm learning with y'all. With that being said, that's it for tonight. I'm done with that. With that being said, remember we were learning about casting charms? Remember that? And I was so intrigued by that. How about your girl got her charms? 400 charms are in here. Okay. And so when I got them, I said, well, when I get the charms, I'm gonna separate everything. I'm gonna separate and make a special bag for divination. So I started separating. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Spirit said, what are you separating these for? Use them. Use them all. Okay. And so what I did, um, I was taking them out of the bag and I was trying to separate them. The spirit spoke to me. And so then I said, okay. So I put them all together and then I just started just running my hands through them and just started praying over them and blessing them and allowing that energy just to flow from me to those charms. Okay. And I just worked with it. I was just praying and working with it and just allowing that energy to flow. Then I anointed my bag with smoke. Okay. And then I put the charms in. That wasn't enough. Now I'm speaking to the charms to give clarity, give understanding and knowledge. It's the spirit of divination, the spirit of my spirit guides and everything be upon. Make these charms magical. I was saying everything. And then after that, if that wasn't enough, I blew in the bag 3 times. Honey, this thing is power packed with energy. And then if that wasn't enough, I put a malachite stone. It's a psychic stone. Okay, I put that in there. I may take this out. Okay, let's take that out. Put a selenite in there. Okay, or you can prepare for whatever reading is going to be. Somebody may say, "Can you do one like on my website?" I put on there money, self love, love, romance. I need to put healing. I put clarity. Okay, you can use that interchangeably. In whatever crystal coincides with the reading, put that crystal in there the day before and let it just absorb that energy. Money, tiger's eye, you got your other types of crystals to draw in that. I need to get a pyrite. I need to get one of those crystals and throw that in here. And honey, you get the working these crystals and flipping them cards, you will blow their head off. It will blow them out the water. Or what spirit is speaking to them. And so we learned with the crystals that you could just grab a handful of them and cast it on your cloth. Or you could just pick out one by one. It's so much energy on here. Just like this. I'm going to show y'all some of it. Y'all going to be like, if Crystal was here, she'd probably be fussing. Okay. So guess what? One of the charms I brought out, it said Jesus. Why did I leave that in there? Why did I leave that in there? That could be interpreted several ways. When I think about Jesus, I think about, so many different things. And it could be, I'm picking up now, it could be you're breaking away from the Jesus mentality. What are the truths about your religion? I'm thinking about religion and tradition. What are the truths? What are the lies? Okay. You could also pinpoint what they said he did. He was a healer. He was a rich man basically, and he had no place to lay his head. He committed his whole life to his ministry when he could have very well used his power to live however the hell he wanted to live, but he made the sacrifice to give those things up to be amongst the people so that they could be healed. Thank you, Thoughtful Stitches. Thank you so much. this this is me. This is me. I'm gonna try to keep this up, with the themes and everything. Thank you. I got everything from the Dollar Tree, honey. Don't play. Made it look like $1 million, like somebody came and created a set. Thank you so much. Okay, and so we have a little elephant. Y'all know what the elephant represent. You know what I'm saying? And so you can do one by one with the charms. You can cast them on the table. And then the fun part is flipping the cards with it. So I just got a horse out. I got a seahorse. I got a key. And the key say faith. I got a butterfly. I got a dragonfly. I got a that look like a snowflake. I got a Star of David, they call it. And then this one was very interesting. Okay. This is the it says Queen Elizabeth. It says Queen Elizabeth the second. And somebody may look and say, I'm offended. But somebody may come from that lineage. They may be British. You know what I'm saying? This may represent, royalty, where they're going. It could be a lot of things. So you just have to allow the spirit to lead you in the reading. Okay. Some of these I don't quite. That's like a horn or something. But look, then you got the skull. And usually that represents a poison symbol. Okay. But that could represent Bane magic. That could represent, um a spell to banish something, to reverse something. You just never know. So I just wanted to encourage y'all. It is worth it. And I think I paid like $12 for these charms. That's a light bulb. Y'all see that? Okay. And so on my website, it's like I'm charging 25 for, I think, the love and something else reading, the self-love and the clarity reading, but the money and love and romance is $35. And so what I'll do is I will cast out or pick out 10 of the charms and then do a 5 card reading. Oracle or tarot. It's just up to the client. And that's going to be fun. That's really going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Okay? All right. So tonight um we talked about casting reading shells. All right. I got these little shells from the Dollar Tree. I used them in my Ya Mojo bags. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? I could use them for casting. They'll go perfect in my hand. And I could just toss them and read them if I wanted to do that. Okay. But a lot of them the same type of shells. I will definitely start to look for some that's a little different and smaller shells. And like some of them landed, right side up. Some of them landed the other way or whatever. Um, and so that's a great idea. Have a jar like this and just cast them on the table and read them. Okay. Any questions? Any comments? Do anyone feel like this is something that they would like to add to their practice, that they would like to try or tell somebody else about? What is it that intrigued your interest with this topic tonight? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think it's stupid? What do y'all think? Okay. I want to do a reading for y'all before I go. It was interesting. Yeah, good to learn new things. Very interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my the Wild Goddess Oracle. This is a deck that's really becoming one of my favorites. I'm just going to ask Spirit. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The energy is heavy in here. Y'all, excuse my kids get back there. They get to laughing. Then they tiptoe in here while I'm doing my live. But they be so damn loud back there. You take what you can get, right? Okay, let's get it. And one night I may just come in here and do readings, and y'all just, if you want me to do a reading for you, I'll do that. Just kind of break it up a little bit. But I'm having a ball with this. I look forward to coming out here and being with y'all every night and sharing this knowledge. And as you can see, I've already set in place what our next topic is going to be tomorrow night. Okay. The 3 cards that came out. There are 3 energies in here, and you may identify with it. I know my kids are trips. You may identify with it. Let me know which one you identify. This energy is right here, okay? The siren. Ain't that something? We just talked about the ocean. We just talked about the water. We talked about the mermaid. We are on point. It says allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastination, avoidance, and needless problems. Stay on point. Okay? Stay on point. Make sure you stay focused on your goal, and that's it. Okay? Because you got to be in position. You got to be in position to warn the people. You got to be in position to teach the people. You got to be in position to help the people. Okay? There was work for you to do. But if you're not in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, the work is not going to get done. So do you see yourself as the siren? That is a powerful, powerful energy. It's a powerful deity, as we know. Y'all know in the movies when the sirens show up, somebody they gonna get messed up. Cause they come to handle business. They don't come to play in the movies. Okay. The ruler. Look at that. Beautiful card. Sometimes you must create and defend boundaries to protect yourself from the invasive or other inappropriate behaviors of others. Are you the ruler? Somebody's being called the bad guy. Somebody's been called, oh, you too hard, you too strict. Everything's got to be when it comes to you, and people trying to make you feel bad about it. But no, that is who spirit created you to be. You are the ruler. You run shit. Sometimes it may seem like you're a little too bossy, and sometimes you may be a little too bossy. But go to spirit. If somebody is always complaining, go to spirit and say, am I flowing with this right? Or do I need to put some things in perspective here? You are who you are, the ruler. This is definitely me. And I sense that this is also um, an energy here tonight. The priestess. Be still and know. Listen to your hunches and intuition. Be ready for solutions to seemingly unsolvable problems to appear. You got this. You're the priestess. Let's get it done. You see the moon in the background? She's got everything that she needs. This is a beautiful card. She's magical. She's well equipped. She's ready. She's in her flow. Be that priestess. Okay? Be who you are. So tonight we honor the siren. That's you. We honor the ruler. And we honor the priestess. I want to honor you in this room tonight, in this live tonight. Walk in your power, stay focused. And the ruler, Spirit said, I really want to, that's the siren. I'm sorry. I really want to speak to the rulers. Okay? Don't dumb down because they don't like it. Don't dumb down. Go to spirit. Some of us, when we're so used to being a certain way and you try to change it, don't go anywhere, and people complain, complain, complain. But it's amazing how they complain, but when you show up on the scene, shit get done. Stuff get in order. It's like they love to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to somebody and say, should I change? What am I doing wrong? Blah, 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 blah. We've all done it. Go to spirit and say, listen, Queen told me, a new woman 08, she told me that, I got to run shit. But my family say I'm bossy. My husband say I'm bossy. My boyfriend say all this. Am I doing too much? Show me how to work this. And I'm telling you, Spirit will show you how to work this. And it'll be times. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank you. It'll be times that, people will complain about you being the ruler. And then when Spirit have you in that moment, you ain't saying shit. You just letting everybody bump their head. They're going to be saying, why you so quiet? Why you ain't saying nothing? Because y'all complain. All y'all did was complain. And now that I'm quiet, you want my insight. All right. And the priestess, somebody is coming forward. You need to come forward in your magic. Someone is going to start a coven. I just recently started the coven. Start your coven. Somebody has a coven. Somebody's being led to be in a coven for that nurturing. You may be practicing alone, and that's okay. But now you reach a point in your practice where you need a family, and it's okay. You'll know. This is one thing that I love about witchcraft, about, practicing. Is like it doesn't say you gotta do this. You do it the way spirit leads you. And some people, because we've been so hurt, we've been so broken, spirit wants you to get healed alone. Because you're so damaged that everybody looks like a suspect. Spirit says, especially for those of us that's come out of the church. I started practicing alone. I had to get healed alone. I had to really sort through alone. And once I sorted through, I got my confidence, I got my strength. I'm out here. I had to come out the broom closet. When I did all that, then Spirit said, I'm going to send you your tribe. And honey, I think it's 8.6K of us now. We're going to be at 9K soon on Facebook. Now I just need all of them to come and subscribe to my channel because I'm on a journey to 10K on my channel. And I'm going to get there too. I'm going to get there. All right. And so that's it for tonight. Let's see. Y'all good? They loud tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. And now I'm going, y'all, I was on there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Oh, Mama, I'm so sorry. They're so sweet. I love my babies. They grown, but they still my babies. They still be like, yes, ma'am. They're respectful, but when spirit get on them to give me something, they don't bite their tongue. And I taught my children to be that way. Just because I'm mama, don't back down because I'm mama. You say what spirit tells you to say. And I know they're gonna be respectable with it. But sometimes, they're gonna have to give mama a message. Okay. The ruler card, I just want to go a little step further. Looking at everybody, yeah. Yeah. Just keep healing by yourself, sis. Keep that flow by yourself. Don't limit yourself, and embrace yourself. And you being here is a big step. So that says a lot that, this is a place that you feel safe, you feel comfortable. So you're on your way. You've done a lot of work. Yes, you feel like you got a ways to go, but honey, you've come a long ways as well. So let's talk about the ones that we saw. Okay, the ruler card is the invocation for leadership. This is an invocation to help focus your ability to organize, direct, and lead. It will help you feel more intense, stronger, committed, prepared, and ready for a brighter future. It is very effective for leading a group or team to victory. Remember that you must include respect for the other and act in the most balanced and fair way to be a good ruler. All right? So you want to get comfortable. This is a ritual that you can do. You want to get comfortable, please hit that like button. I like for it to match how many people are here with us tonight. All right. I'm just sending love and light and blessings to everybody. If you're stopping through, you're stopping by, subscribe and show me some love. Okay. Thank you so much. So what you want to do, you want to get comfortable, light some incense. All right. Say to yourself, Goddess, please give me the motivation, wisdom, and necessary forces to be a great natural leader. Reveal my mission to me. Okay? And you want to sit with this energy for a bit, and you should feel more inspired and ready to spread a positive attitude. And that's so befitting for the rulers because people are always hating on y'all. They want y'all to shut up. But if you do that, that will help you and continue to move forward. Spirit really wants you to know some things is just not going to change. Okay. These some beautiful cards. Trying to find the one. Now you said the siren. I'm looking for it. It's hiding from me. They didn't list everything. They didn't list all the cards. Not the ones I read tonight. Okay. Well, I think I did good with giving y'all insight about that. That is really weird. Okay. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping, y'all. I ain't tripping. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow night. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And when the videos are over, go back and put some comments under the videos. That would be nice. Show some interaction. Also watch the community wall for anything that I post. And I want all of y'all to learn our mantra that I created. Okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and go into our mantra and we're going to close out. Did y'all enjoy tonight? I did. I always have fun. Okay, this is our prosperity mantra. Let's go. The world favors me and responds to the frequency of my name when it is spoken. Magically, I receive in return divine love. Come on, love. Wisdom, abundance, and ancestral power. The energy of money surrounds me daily. This is why everything I call in from the spirit realm shows up expeditiously. Ashe. All right. All right, y'all. I'm glad you enjoyed it, sis. Thank you for you hanging tight, girl. You was hanging tight with me. Yes. All right. Find me on Facebook so I can bless you with a little gift box or something. Okay. Just to show my appreciation. Okay. And it's, y'all, it's a blessing. Oh, hey, Mr. James. You enjoyed tonight? I can't wait to see the dolls. I cannot wait to see the dolls. Ah, thank you for being here. And everybody else, thank y'all for being here. Okay, all right, we're going to close out. Have a good night. Right. Good night. See you tomorrow.